Good afternoon, everyone. This is Ryan Clancy, one of the client success managers here at Educational Networks. And today, I'd like to show you how you can use your website to easily collect donations. Let's go ahead and get started, everybody. As we're going to see in a moment, the donations feature is very easy to work with and to set up a new fund. But it's also easy for students, parents, families, and our school communities to be able to go in and to make donations to support our schools. So if we look over here on Green Tech's website, to access the donation module, we'll just click here. And you can link the donation module, just important to note, through your navigation menu. Or if you'd like to have it set up like we have, that's something that can be requested through a tech support ticket, which we'll talk about a little bit later on. Now, there's two ways that I can go in and make donations. So if I do not have an account on the website, and I prefer not to set one up, though we do encourage people to do that, our students and families and parents, they have the option of going in and using the Quick Donate. The option that I would prefer is this right here, where you can actually create an account. So if parents and students have an account on the site, they can actually sign into this area here. And what's nice about this here is it allows them the opportunity to go in and make recurring donations, which is awesome. And it's really a fantastic way to be able to encourage people to make donations. They're able to go in here and they're able to review information about the different funds that have been set up here at Green Tech High School. So we see we have one for a new football stadium, fundraiser to preserve the coastline, athletic fund. So lots of different, really cool different things here. So if we did want to go ahead and make a donation, so we'll say as an example to the football stadium, what parents and students and families in our school community can go ahead and do is they type in the amount, so we'll say $10. And that can either be a one-time donation or a recurring donation. So if we wanted to make this a recurring donation, all we would do is we would just check this box and we'd choose the time frame, monthly or yearly. So we'll say monthly. And then you know what? We'll say till December 2021. And then every month, this amount would be charged for that. So we'd be able to make that donation every single month. And once we do have this set up, we have an area here where we can go in and we can view my pledges. Also, too, where you can go in, click my receipts. So lots of really cool things here. Now, as a website admin, it's very easy to work with the donations module. All we do is we just go in and we log in. Once we log in, I'm just going to scroll down here towards the bottom of the page. It is located towards the bottom of the menu on the left, so that is something important to note. And I just go in and I click donations. Now, along with creating the donation funds, of course, it's important to be able to go ahead and review reports on that and everything, the financial side of this, of course. So that is available to you when you go in and you click transactions. We don't have any currently on here, but when you do, you'd be able to go in and you'd be able to view detailed reports. You can actually go ahead and export recurring donors as well. You can basically export a report of those as well. You also can search for donations by first and last name, and also looking over here, you can do it by date as well. Now, adding a new fund itself is very, very easy. What you're going to do is you're going to go in and you're going to select Add Fund. And let's say, as an example, that Green Tech High School is going to set up a new STEM lab, a new science lab for the school. So I just simply go in and I fill out the form here. So in this case here, I'm just going to put in our title. So I'm going to put in STEM Lab Fund. Once we do that, we want to make sure we select a merchant account. So in this case, we do have it set up on our merchant account and it's set to go. Now, one thing that you have the option here, as you are going in and you are creating a new fund, with your existing funds too, you can always go in and change the status. So if you don't want something to be active right away, or if you want to go ahead and have it be inactive for a period of time, you can definitely go in and do that. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to fill out what our goal amount is. So I'll say for this, we'll say it's $10,000. And this is all just stuff that's kept on the, just for our information, of course, for information as website admins. What I'm going to go ahead and do here is I'll choose a date for this. So we're going to say that this is going to go all the way to the end of 2021. Whoops. So it's going to go all the way to the 31st. And again, you can also enter in the amount raised. This is for your information. So in this case, I'll just put 0. And then we also have an area here where we can put in a description. We can mention why this is so important to our school community. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to where I have this stored. Just going to highlight over this, copy this. Now, this text editor, of course, is the same one we use for news and calendars. Just as with those features, we want to make sure to switch this to plain text when we go in and we add this in here. Perfect. And then after that, we can go ahead and switch it back to rich text editor, make any formatting changes we'd like. I then also have options here, including I can go in and add files and pictures. So I could go in and add a picture or maybe a flyer that mentions why this is so important and maybe mentions other ways that parents and students in our Green Tech High School community can go in and help us with this goal to create this new science lab for students. In this case, I'm going to go in and add a photo. So for that, I just go in and I click Choose File. And the way that you're adding files here, this is the same way that you would attach files to an email. It's similar to how you would add files pretty much in a lot of other places, such as news and calendars too. I go in and click Save. And now what I can do is I go back over to the donation module, and I'll just go ahead and sign in here. Perfect. Once I've gone ahead and done that, what I can do is I just scroll down towards the bottom of the screen. We can see that we've added our brand new STEM Lab Fund. And we're able to see the description that we've added. We see a picture from a previous science fair. And we also see where a school community can make donations to help us make this new lab a reality, or, depending what our goal was for this. All right, everyone. I want to mention here at for your website, to use the donations module, you do want to make sure that you go ahead and you connect a merchant account or you set one up. You got a couple of options for that. So just going back over here to the admin site, what you would do is you would go in and you would select merchant accounts. And one option we have, and this is a really cool option, is you can actually set up a Stripe account right within your admin site itself. So that is a really cool option that you have. Now these are subject to change, but the fees for that merchant account per transaction, they are 2.9% of the transaction plus 30 cents for every transaction that's processed through that there. Another option that you have is you can go ahead and if you have a PayPal Payflow Pro account already, you can go ahead and set that up as well. You would just go in and click account to be able to proceed with that there. I do want to mention, everyone, that if you do have questions about working with the donations module, our tech support team is a great place to go. They are an amazing team. You have two ways to reach them for questions. The best way to reach them is by phone. Also, though, if you have requests on your site, so as an example, if you'd like to have a tab dedicated specifically to the donations module on your main navigation menu, or you'd like to have it as a button, a great place to go and request that is to go in and click Create a Ticket. So from here, what you would do is you would go in, click Create a Ticket, and all you got to do here is fill in the form. You can go ahead and type in your request. You mentioned, for example, where you want that button to go. And what's also great about this too, for other updates you like to make, so as an example, if you want to have a PDF embedded on a page, what's neat here is you can go ahead and add that on as an attachment. It'll make it so you don't have to send an extra email, which will help save you some time with that there. Our tech support team is available from 7:30 in the morning all the way up until 2 a.m. Central Standard Time, and that is Monday through Friday. And again, they are an absolutely amazing team to work with and everything. So great team to go to for help. All right, everyone. I want to thank you all so much for joining us here today for Easily Collect Donations. Remember, too, that if you have questions, please feel free to also send our client success team an email as well. I do have my email address listed here. My name is Ryan Clancy, and I'm one of the client success managers here at Edunet. Thanks so much, everyone, and have a great rest of your day.